everyone, this is Namita here. I'm back again today with my new topic, how to increase self-confidence. I have this number of students who keep coming up with different questions to me. So now there's one student, something very interesting which he came up with. He said, ma'am, I'm very good wherever I'm sitting. When I'm going to a party, everyone gets impressed with me. When I'm trying to impress a girl, most of the girls gets impressed with me. I'm like in a very good state. I am a very confident person when I'm around them. But the problem which I face is when I'm at work, when I'm sitting with my boss, when I'm sitting with my colleagues, I get nervous. I tend to get nervous and I don't know what to do. Can you please help me that what can I do so that I can improvise? Now the scene is that I told this boy, what you need to do is when you try to become someone what you are not, when I'm trying to impose that I'm somebody just to impress the other person, is when you start losing it. When you are just yourself, what you know and you're confident about, that is when the confidence kicks in. At times, the same thing which we do when we are, most of the people we face the other way around. What do we face? We face is that when we are going to meet a girl or when we are going to meet a boy, is that when we start getting nervous. Otherwise, we are in a very happy space at our work life. We know how to manage our bosses, we know how to manage our juniors, but we tend to get nervous when we are going to meet someone. So this is the key here, that you should not try to become someone what you think the other person is going to like. You have to be yourself. You have to be real you who's going to impress the other way around. So I told this boy the same answer, that since what he does when he's around the girls or he's around the friends is he is himself and he tries to become someone. So we need to change our goal. I told him the goal should not be that he has to impress the bosses. The goal is that he has to deliver the best. And once this is his goal, the bosses will start also understanding that he's trying his best. Now coming to the point, the same point for the other way around, when we are going to meet him or we are going to see her, and then we think that this girl is going, she's going to like me if I try to be someone, or this boy is going to like me if I am dressed this way or if I am talking this way, is when you lose it. You should change the goal. Rather than impressing that boy or impressing that girl, what you need to think is that who am I? I am going to assess us. I am going to see whether we can go ahead in this relationship or not, whether I enjoy her company or not, whether she enjoys my company or not, and accordingly I am going to ask questions. So rather than having the objective as I have to impress someone, I'm having the objective that I need to know someone. And when I need to know someone, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to ask questions. I am going to be curious about it. So you need to be curious about asking, knowing that person. Nothing is more scary than I have to impress this person. This becomes scary. And when we think that we need to connect, so we are going to accordingly ask questions, and accordingly the person is going to feel comfortable. And nothing is being comfortable or being heard. Nothing is more beautiful than being heard. When we start feeling that somebody is listening to us, then we start getting that feeling that he's understanding me or she is understanding me, and automatically the objective for which we had gone there, it tries to be achieved. You start feeling, no, this might work. I can understand her, or she can understand me, or I can understand him. He is doing great. So just by listening and then asking some relevant questions related makes the work easier. But then when we say I have to impress the other person, then we are trying to become someone who we are not, because we are thinking what he is going to like or what she is going to like, and I try to be that person. So I am trying to play a role or a character of a person which truly I am not. And when I am not truly the same person, then there is a challenge there to do, what to do or how to solve. In fact, when I started my trainings, I'm talking about 10 years back, I used to go to bank and give sessions. I remember in my first training program, all my slides got over. And I'm like, I got so nervous. I started thinking, what do I do now? I went running outside. I went to the coordinator and told him that I'm done with my slides. Now, what do I do? So that was the lesson I learned that day, that I need to engage with audience. My objective is not to impress them with the content, but ensure that they are listening to me, that they are understanding what I'm trying to say. And then slowly and steadily, I started getting confidence. So to have a more impactful conversation, I need to hear the other person as well. And then I need to ask some questions which make sense to him. I need to be truly me, who I am. Because once I'm comfortable in my own skin, once I'm comfortable with what I'm talking, once I am in present, the other person is also going to get comfortable. So if you want to increase your confidence, you should not try to become someone what you are not. We know this lesson. Our parents used to teach us, our teachers used to teach us, but still we tend to forget something. So whenever you feel that you get nervous in any of these situations, try to change the objective. Try to change that goal. If your goal in an office is, I have to impress my superior, change that goal to, I have to help my superior to get this thing done. I have to try my level best. Ask questions. Asking questions is again very important to understand someone. And when we start having a better understanding, confidence automatically kicks in. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel below. Thank you.